Well, it is week 1 of Rolling with Stone 2017. You know the head man himself, Tom Stone. I am merely Taylor Peters. Coach, it is always a pleasure to be able to just hang out with you. But you guys have started out your season 2-0 already. You go back-to-back shutouts over 2 really good teams. What did you see in Carly Wickenheiser and Hannah Fernandez, some familiar faces for you who really stepped up for y'all last weekend?
Well, you know, Hannah's a great story because she's a defender. She probably got 20 total minutes last season. She came in to be a defender for us in her 3rd year. And although she wasn't winning minutes at the defensive position, she's just an athletic, aggressive, really assertive, plays with a chip on her shoulder, you know, classic Red Raider type player. And when we just weren't getting enough up front, we just thought, well, let's just throw her up there and see what happens. She absolutely made the most of it. Created 2 chances in the first half, then had the winning goal in the second half, and the team mobbed her. I mean, we couldn't have been more excited for her. She's been waiting a long time for that chance. And, you know, we always talk about if you're not ready when the spotlight comes your way, it's going to keep moving.
You guys are also headed out back on the road this weekend at Pepperdine on Friday and at the University of San Diego on Sunday. At this point, how much are you focusing on what the other teams are going to throw at you instead of just kind of internalizing your game plan and getting out there and putting your best foot forward?
Our foundation is built on just worrying about ourselves. Yeah. We talk about that, how we want to play is unique, and how we want to play is who we are. We've got to be that team. If we venture too far away from that, it's not always great, right? The season's so short, you got to be true to who you are. Pepperdine, on paper, is the best team on our non-conference schedule. They've had an incredible last 5 years. They've won big games. They've been top 5. Right. They're playing at home. They're a great possession team. But San Diego is obviously no slouch. This is a tough team with a really good brand new young coach who's excellent, came from UCLA. So they know what they're doing. So this is a tough weekend. The good news is they're both good soccer playing teams. I think there'll be a little more end-to-end to it, which just makes for a more enjoyable game, and hopefully we'll be ready for that.
I wanted to mention a really neat story. In my eyes, I went out to practice the other day, and the players are wearing shirts that say "Stronger Than Yesterday." And after practice, I asked Carly Wickenheiser what that represented, and there's actually a really powerful story behind that represents your strength and conditioning coach, Katie.
So Katie Munger, who's been the strength coach pretty much since I got here, and is a phenomenal strength coach and an ultimate professional, but way more than that, she's an unreal mom. And she has 3 beautiful daughters, and 2 of them have Jobert's disease, which is difficult for her to manage, and yet somehow makes all the rest of us parents feel so bad that we're the worst parents ever because we watch her be like the greatest mom in the world. And so one of her daughters had eye surgery during this time. It's kind of experimental. We're all hoping for the best, that it'll help her. And Katie had just come up with Stronger Than Yesterday for her family. And so we wore them to honor her. Well, out of nowhere, then it becomes like the team's mantra. Well, if Katie's stronger than yesterday, if her daughters are stronger than yesterday, then we're going to be stronger than yesterday. So it's kind of seeped into our overall culture, and it starts with Katie. We love her to death. We're super supportive of all what she goes through, and she's an incredible woman, and we're happy to honor her with that shirt.
And it's cool that the players have really bought into that and believe in it, too. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you guys on the road this weekend before you turn around next weekend and host App State in your home opener.
Yes.
To stay up to date on all things happening in Texas Tech soccer, go to @TexasTechSoccer on Twitter. Thanks so much, Coach, and we will see you again next week.
Good to be here.